Hello, I was just about to get started. Got my water, got my drawing glove. How you doing, Lady Val? Hope you are well. All stretched out and tired. Good for a colouring stream. Perfect night for a colouring stream because it's dark. Let me turn that down. You're at work, surviving, alive, but struggling as usual. Ah, I'm sorry to hear that. That does sound rough. I hope it picks up. And I hope that this stream offers some semblance of peace in what sounds like a very difficult day. Or at the very least, a very tiring day. Hope to. Well, I'm sure it will be okay, right? Things will be alright. Sit back, relax, take a breather, if possible. And yeah, we're gonna do some scribbling and drawing. Not scribbling or drawing. We're gonna do some coloring. Comic, yeah. It's the last night of comic for this week, or technically Sunday is, but you know what I mean. We'll be playing some video games next time, so it should be nice and chill. Need to watch and learn. Well, I don't know how much I can offer in terms of teaching, but I hope you do learn something. Find something worth learning, right? We got an interesting time. I think in the previous stream we talked about how it's unlikely that I'll finish this before I go to Japan, but I may be able to finish it before the end of the year. We'll see how we go. We just kind of got to take it stream by stream, and I'm gonna be drawing on this in my own time as well. So hopefully, ideally, we won't lose too much time, and then we will actually get some solid progress on this. We'll see. Ooh, Japan, are you visiting the Fox Village? I am now. Tell me about it. Because I have not heard anything about this Fox Village. Let's give it... I'm gonna need to jump back another page, aren't I? Oh no. I can jump back to this page. This won't spoil anything. I got a lot of places on my list, for sure, but I got time. I got time to stop by a Fox Village. That sounds amazing. I will be going to the Alps in Japan. So I'll be in Kurobi and places, and Nagano, places like that, which I'm very keen for. But I also have a pretty open itinerary currently, so I'm open to suggestions if there are any. Yep. I have booked all my hotels and stuff like that, which was, part of the battle, just getting all that done and dusted has been a process, but it's done, so I'm very keen for the next part, which is just organizing and booking little events and little things to do there, and then also breaking up the days in Tokyo. So I've learned about a bookstore in Tokyo that I am so keen to go and check out because they have like a full like art reference book section. And so I'm just like, ooh, I need to go there. I need to go to that spot. I must. I need the art reference books. I just need them. I need all the art reference books. So I'm really excited about that. and then just everything else as well. It's so close that I'm now just super excited and also just nervous as well, but like good nerves. Sounds amazing. Yeah, it's like I found out about it on a Instagram reel, and I was like, oh, I have to check that out. I have to go and see that. And now I am, and now I can. I'm gonna break up Tokyo into its districts and stuff, and because I've got a little bit over a week in Tokyo, I'm gonna break it up into separate districts so that I can kind of enjoy each and every single one of them as much as I'm able to. But I'm very excited for that because yeah, it just sounds so amazing. I'm starting by filling in the colors that I know, and then when it comes to these bandits, they're all new. Oh, ad break! Don't do anything cool. Just chill out. Chill out for a little moment. We'll just sit here and hang out. Um, yeah, for the bandits, because I don't know what their color palette is going to be, I'm gonna build it here. Build it on the fly. Yes, yes. But yeah, it's better to just fill in the colors that I do know first. And I think I'm past the nerves bit now, like with going to Japan. Still a little bit nervous, of course. Is that a good color for her? I don't know. Gotta think about that. I might give her just some slightly olive skin. That's just orange. That's better. Not perfect, but better. But yeah, very excited. And I'll be doing some hiking, which I'm keen for as well. Yeah, it's all just so much excitement for it. Given this guy gray skin, because he's supposed to be kind of akin to a Goliath. Yeah, nice. Because I gotta start including more fantasy races and stuff, not just humanoids or well humanoids, yeah sure, but like I need to start including more of those like kind of wondrous races and the big ones. Like your Goliaths, your half orcs, your orcs, all of them. Uh, gonna lighten it. How's that? That's okay. Sorry, don't mean to just be making noises. I will be going to Tokyo Disney as well. As like some cool news is that I'll go to Tokyo Disney, but I'll be going on Halloween, which I'm very excited for. So a Tokyo Disney Halloween for me, for old Grummy. And I'll likely make a video, just like a little video about it, about my trip, but just for fun, really. Is that color wise? That's pretty okay. Maybe stick to one or two browns and not too much more. Yeah, nice. And then just a nice yellow. Or, no, definitely yellow. Definitely yellow. It's called Zao Fox Village or Kitsunemura, situated in Shiroshi in Miyagi Prefecture, north from Fukushima. Okay. There are over 100 foxes, I think 6 different kinds of them. Some of them are petable. They often try to steal things from people to play with them or eat them. Admission is 1,000 yen for adults, which is like 11 Australian dollars. Yeah, that sounds about right. But if you are not traveling around, I think the way there might be the way there might be pricey. I'm not sure how much does traveling in Japan cost. It varies. It Traveling in Japan does vary cost wise, though for the most part it's pretty inexpensive. Like if it's within the range of the Shinkansen, which it likely will be, it's likely quite affordable. A lot of my like wider travel through Japan is through the Shinkansen or the bullet train. Um, and that's pretty affordable. It's like to cross the entirety of the country, it's like $40, which is pretty good. Not the worst. Yeah. I don't want these guys being too colorful. I don't need them being colorful characters. They can just be bandits. They don't need to be too interesting looking. They can be serviceable. Serviceable looking characters. But yeah, I also like the idea that subtly implying that they used to be resonant, like resonant soldiers. I like. Or rangers. Rangers of the resonant. Then I want. Oh, wrong one. I actually probably don't need that for a little while. This is the wrong thing. Those are dinosaurs. Those are little dinosaurs. I don't. Thinking about it, I don't think I'm going near Fukushima as far as I can remember. But I would not be against visiting something like that. 'Cause that sounds lovely. Such an interesting thing because, like, I know you can book in, like, experiences and things like that in Japan. And I'm like, I kind of am just keen to be in Japan and to just hang out and go to the stores there and things like that. Like, that, that on its own suits me down to the ground. So, and like now trying to think of things that I can book for that I would actually enjoy doing. It's very interesting. Let's get these big details done, and then we can start to fill in space. Mm. What pant color? What pant color? That's a bit colorful. That's a bit too colorful for a set of pants. And not saying I don't like the idea of colorful pants. However, for a group of bandits, I don't think the intention is to stand out. Not really. I like the idea of them having, like, resonant colors, but other than that, I don't actually think I want them to stand out too much. Don't worry about it. I like to poke people who travel to Japan about the foxes because, my main character changes into the winged fox and I love them. That's fair. But don't worry about it. Just enjoy your time there. Visit interesting places, nibble on delicious food. I'm looking forward to hear about those amazing adventures. Yeah, I'm very, very keen. And if I end up crossing paths with that uh, area, then I will definitely stop in because I'd love to see it too. A place like Nara, but it's for foxes. Sounds amazing. It's like I'm so keen, but there's also just so much to potentially do. Do I have a general color plan that you base my choices off of? Broadly, it's autumn colors. So for these characters, the intention is for them to sort of blend in. So for them, for the bandits, I'm choosing an autumn color palette. But then also storyline wise, I want them to have certain like lavender on them. So lavender accoutrement to their clothing. So as you can see, the bandit leader has like a lavender sash that's been torn up and used. This guy has a lavender sash. She has a lavender poncho hidden beneath her armor. This guy doesn't seem to have any lavender, but he also looks quite different from the others. And this is story wise to represent that uh, our ally Armella also has lavender, but it's a very specific color. And in this world, the lavender, the resonant lavender, as it's called, is a specific color palette used by a very specific army. And through this chapter, we have watched or we have seen that the presence of a occupation in the lands known as Katianki, which is where this story takes place, used to be under resonant control. It's not under that control anymore. So I like the idea of the question being asked, like, what happened to all the soldiers who fought for the resonant after they kind of lost grip of this territory? And I like the idea that some may have turned to being mercenaries and others may have turned to being bandits or may have become bandits because they didn't like that they lost the authority that they had over this land. And now that they've completely lost the authority, they terrorize people on the road. Or at least some of them do, now that they've lost kind of purpose. So it's a storyline kind of a thing. And it'll be explained in the next chapter that the Resonant has lost its kind of control or its grip on Katianki. So much to do for one travel. Someone told me foxes are quite common as wild animals in Japan. They like to steal food from Inari shrines. Inari is a goddess of rice, prosperity, etc., and foxes served as her messengers. That's cute. Well, then I'm sure I'll see some dotted around. I also know that Japan has bears, and it's just a general rule to steer clear of the bears, which I will do, which I definitely will be doing. But as an Australian, I don't see many bears. Don't like how squiff how this hand looks. It's a pretty yucky looking hand. Oh, that's not right. There you go. Yeah, don't mess with bears. Exactly. And what about cool versus warm? Do you have any overall thoughts or plans in regards to a color scheme? So mostly warm. Most of the tones in this are aimed towards warm. That's why I've gone with a lot of the warm colors or the warmer colors for these characters. We got these, yeah, with the only cold colors coming in the like coming from the environment with the stones and the metal, and I like that as just as a general thing. Is that the colder colors are that of the minerals, the stone and the metal. Whereas the human clothes, the clothes that the people wear, a little bit warmer. And the background I do need to fill in with some trees and stuff, but we'll see. But we'll get to that. Sorry, not we'll see. We'll get to that. Because now I'm adding in like painted in trees for the backgrounds and stuff, so then I'm not doing quite as much line work. Which does make the coloring stage just that little bit longer, but it's like, that's an okay longer. Because it ends up looking pretty good. And sword. But I also just want to get rid of these little white dots because they look just icky. They just don't spark joy in me. These do not spark joy in the mouse. What is this? What is you? What is you? Oh, it's a side bit. It's like an indication of depth. Nice. Yippee! Is that everything? Is that everything? Just high pitched noise. That's my voice. And you are undoubtful, a very joyful mouse. Oh, thank you. Since this is a digital, are you able to save time and reuse elements, houses, trees, characters, and certain poses? I I originally had planned to do stuff like that, yeah. And in future, I probably will be doing stuff along those lines, definitely. However, for the most part, I find that because I try and include quite a significant variation in composition of each panel and things like that, I often don't end up reusing a lot of my assets unless they're things like bottles and I want to have a scene with like a ton of bottles in frame or things like that. And for things like that, I do have like oh, what the flick? Oh, I have like brush tips and stuff. So I had originally planned on that, yeah, for sure, but then I ended up not doing it quite as much because I ended up. It's definitely not that I ended up not needing it. It's just that I almost. What's the word I'm looking for? I need to. I guess I need to work on being using that more effectively. I'm still. I don't think I'm there yet. I think I don't. I don't have that brain to be able to preemptively prep what I know I'll need. I guess I would love to do that because if it makes my life easier, then hell yeah. If it makes the process of this comic easier, then even more hell yeah. But I just need to be able to use it effectively, and currently I don't think my brain is capable of that yet. Or I guess I'm just not thinking of it that way yet. And I'm probably closer to it now, but yeah. There is also the aspect that I am constantly changing my art style or improving my art style. And so again, I would need to be very aware of that, like of the assets that I am reusing, because I would be updating them constantly. So it's yeah, as always, it's a game of being um, a few steps ahead, or always thinking of the future. Really, being super future focused, and sometimes I just don't. I don't. Are you a full time illustrator? Are you doing it after work or are you doing it after work in your free time? The latter, yes. So I'm doing all of this uh, after my work, after my full time work. So I'm part time? Question mark. Think I'm. Oh, sock puppet. Let me just switch that. We don't currently have that auto set purely because it used to quick load the Disco Elysium. So there we go. Hello, Lumen. How you dozen? Oh, I didn't even color pick the thing I wanted. The trees, my favorite trees. But yeah, now like doing stuff like painting in the trees and stuff. Background trees and things. Hello there, Sock Puppet Greymouse. Thank you for coming to this psychotherapy session. What? Oh, no, you're not making me uncomfortable. Don't you worry, Lady Val. I'm just trying to make sure I answer your questions in a way that I'd be happy with. You know, I'm like, is that good enough? And then I'm like, maybe not. Is that a good enough answer there? I don't know. One could say. One could say yes. Or not. Sock Papa Greymouse, why do people laugh at my junk? People laugh at things they don't fully understand, I think. Yes. Welcome, welcome. People laugh at things they fear. It's the simplest answer, I think. Currently drawing in white birch trees. Also, with my answer about the color palette, because it is autumn in Kaitiaki, that's one of the big reasons why we have the autumn colors focused and primary front of house. Uh, oh, off to bed. Have a good session. All good, Diatomic. It's lovely to see you. Oh, I can't believe that I was like, because it's all the same color. I was answering Diatomic's questions and Lady Val's questions as if they were the same person. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm just so color associated. I was like, yeah, wow, you got a lot of questions, and I'm just like, my brain not braining for a moment. Have a good sleep, Diatomic. So, terribly sorry. Just didn't even realize my brain is so hardwired to looking at colors. I need to work on that. I have a lot of questions indeed. That's totally cool. I love answering questions. Just be colorblind. I wish. I wish. I'm just gonna be colorblind. That's the solution to my problems. Let's fill these in. And the tree trunks, or a singular tree trunk. Great. Great. In all seriousness, though, I fall into that trap often on stream. Yeah, it's such an easy thing to kind of. It's, yeah, such an easy thing to accidentally do is that you like see a color and you're just like, oh yeah, I see a color, see a name, and then you see the color pop up a few times and you're just like, oh cool. they're nice and chatty. Excellent. I love having a chat. And then you realize it's like two or three people, and you're just like, oh, I'm an idiot. Ooh, I've made a mistake. I've made a grave error. Could be problematic when making comics, though. I assume that would be true. I would agree with you there. I think I'm probably okay because my because my colors don't ask me questions currently, or at least my. Actually, I can't have green on this side because that's gonna muddy the color palette a little bit for the characters, just a touch. So we'll just focus that. Yeah, there we go. It could be though. I get confused by colors, and then it's like, I cannot, I cannot do the art. Yeah, and then we kind of add depth and dimension to these as we go. A color blue, what you doing? Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, wait a second. Why is this color asking me questions? Who are you? Color? Oh, it's Lumen. I almost wrote Lumen instead of shadows. Because we're back in the Shadow Slayer. And essentially, because there are now color spaces here, I just fill this with shadow. Not this one though. This one's fine. Move in by just like 1 pixel. Maybe another pixel. Maybe another pixel. Maybe another pixel. So 4 pixels. No, I should have typed me. You need a lumen filled comic and you know it. Look, well, you're gonna be in it. So maybe it's not lumen filled, but it's definitely got a lumenness to it, you know? It's got a certain lumenness to it. The people shall not want for lumens. They will have it. They will have lumens. Plenty of lumens. Lumen littered. Yeah, exactly. There will be plenty of lumens. You shall not want all the lumens you can eat. Oh, the gold that I could eat. How's that look? I always like go like, how's that look? Looks okay. Am I completely satisfied? I have no idea. Don't eat the lumens. But what we do with this abundance of lumens? Can't just leave them around. They'll cause problems. They'll be weird. Not really. Just a quick hi. Hey, hello, Rathy. Get back to work. No, lovely to see you. I hope work is going well. And so lovely of you to pop in. I'm just doing some colouring. I'm not a problem. I'm a problem solver. Oh. Ooh. Look what I found. Can you sketch a fox? Or even better, a fox with wings. I would love to do that. Let me quickly just zoom out and look at this for a moment. Just because I want to. Yeah, I'm slowly coming around to the more painted backgrounds. I can multitask removing weeds, isn't that difficult? Oh, nice. Well then in that case, yippee! I'm glad I'm so important. Or at the very least, I'm glad that your work is not that involved. But I hope you're good. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope everyone's had a good weekend, even though it's Tuesday. Still asking. Now let's draw this fox before I get hyper focused. Okay, fox, fox, fox. What does... Oh, shit. Never mind. It's fine. Like, wait a second. I accidentally color picked my shadow layer And I'm like, well, that's not good. It's fine. Let me quickly grab a little reference image because it's been a hot minute since I've seen a fox. And I like to get the eyes right, you know? Fox with wings. I can kind of improvise the wings bit, I think. Because foxes don't classically have wings, so. Um, I gotta really kind of. So I love the shape of foxes' heads. Just so cute, so lovely. It's a shame that they are. I grew up with chickens, so I didn't grow up with the most positive perspective of foxes. Yeah, but you can wing it. Yes, yes, correct. But yeah, I didn't like as a kid because I had foxes, not foxes. I had chickens that we would get foxes as a result. I didn't grow up with the most positive perspective on foxes, but then I think when I grew up, I kind of learned that like a lot of creatures that we kind of perceive as pests are just, you know, living things, just trying to survive and exist just like us. I owned a bunch of foxes myself. Ah, Lumen, you never told me. That's such a fascinating thing about you. Yeah, I love the little Japanese, like the classically Japanese drawings of foxes with the little like the Inari kind of closed eyes and things like that. It's just such a beautiful kind of imagery. Just foxes. Foxes are just beautiful, beautiful little creatures. Gib, 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 gib the fox. I'm gonna just go flat, like footed. I'm not. Well, we'll see how we go, but like I may add a little hand or two, little paw. But also the aim of like the warm up is that I should be doing this pretty quick. Oop. So I'm cutting corners where I can or where it makes sense for me to do so. But also still trying to do it justice. Super cute Foxy. Oh, I'm glad. They were hungry for Greymaster's chickens. My chickens! No! Luckily, like, I never had any chickens that were taken by foxes. Uh, they were they were taken by other means, like age and heart attacks and things like that. You know, the huge. Brother Cryo, hello. How you doing? We'll do a little like fox, little white tip of the tail. There we go. And then a little music note, because I assume foxes like music. Of course, it's just a quick sketch. Don't need to worry about it. I'm very happy to watch you sketch. Oh, you sweetheart. Um, I want to do it like I want to make it nice and like make it a nice and quick sketch, but then also do it justice. Foxes do very loud noises. Yes, yes. Sometimes cute, sometimes very terrifying, but always a fox noise. So cozy here. Can I stay forever? Of course. You are more than welcome to stay, chill out, and relax for as long as you like. Give it a little bit of fox wingedness. There are pins and needles in my feet. So I'm currently just stretching my feet out as well. Because I don't want the pins and needles. I don't want the pins. I need a breather from the mean spooters. That's fair. You want to get away from the spiders for as much time as you possibly can. Spiders can be very unkind. I should know. Watch us all moving into Mouse's chicken coop. No, my chicken coop. It's a small one. I can't fit you all in there. That's for my chickens. Not for you lot. You're actually obligated to stay because your name starts with rat. That's true. That's true. That is how it works, yeah. If you got rat or mouse in your name, then you have to you have to stay. That's why Iron Mouse avoids my stream. Because she's got better things to do. She's got better things. But you're a dino, yeah, but you got a rat in the name. When you got rat in your name, them's the rules. I don't make the rule, just enforce them and create them. Yep. I don't make the rules. I just follow them and I make them. I think we have a little fox. Do you want to name it? Val, Lady Val. Since you're the one who redeemed, what's the name of this sweet little bean? Unless you already have a name for it too. Now let's get this into frame. To be honest, I'm not just any dino. I'm Rathy, the mother of Rathians. Oh yeah, that's cute. It's you. Oh, it's Val. Amazing. My vote is for Ben. Valeria the fox. Let me just write this with my mouse. Hold on, I need to bring this back. This is terrible. This is terrible handwriting. Let me write it, like, actually write it. Actually, okay, it's okay. Everything's fine. Oh, hold on, I can do that better. Y'all can't see it because it's all squiff, but I've made a mess of the handwriting. Because my handwriting is terrible. Because I know, because I'm a because I'm a good drawer. I'm a terrible handwriter. That's how it works, right? There we go. It's not centered either. I've just made a real mess of that. That writing. I can fix that later. I can fix it later. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. Little Valeria. Valeria the fox. There we go. And we're back. Back to the arting and farting. No worries about it. I'm glad. I'm glad. Thank you for being so what's the word? Diplomatic. I've done a terrible job in that shading correction. Just redo it. Darn it, time to go back. We'll see if you're still on when I get off work. Fair enough. I look forward to seeing you soon. Maybe. Depends on how long I stream for. And it's like, so I usually only stream for 2 hours on art streams, and it's mostly because I am often so tired the next day at work, so I need to be a bit responsible. Hopefully. I hope so too. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Take care and be alright with those spooky spooters. Yes. Remember to have your spider guard aerosol on you. Can be any aerosol, but it just has to say it has spider guard. That's all that matters. Bippity boppity boo. Just making noises as I fill out these colors and shadows. Just make noises so then it gives my brain something to focus on. Uh, yes, 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 yes. I might survive. Fair enough. Usually when people are like, "Oh, drive safe" or stuff like that, I'm like, "Don't tell me what to do." So I like the energy. Yeah, big fan. Big fan of that energy. Mm. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Bush. Mm. Not sure I'm a fan of that. I'm aware that the clock is really ticking as well because like I'm gonna be busy. I'm gonna be busy next month. I got PAX. I got Japan. Constantly like reminding myself that like you realize that once October comes around, you're going to be so busy, and I'm like, oh god, you're right, you're right. Oh god, I'm gonna be so bloody busy. I'm keen for it because it should be fun, but also Jesus, got filming. I got PAX. I got Japan, which is my first like proper holiday for myself. Um, but then the year ends. It's like, where did this year go? It's madness. But I'm also keen for the break because I've kind of just been just working so hard. And I recognize that. I've been working my little mouse butt off a lot of this year. Um, which isn't the best thing to do, but it's been work I wanted to do as well. So there's that. There's that. Um, but it'll be good to kind of free myself from busyness for a little while. Do something for myself. And it's like, as soon as I get to that bookstore in Japan, I'm like, yeah, it's all been worth it. I'm gonna just live in this bookstore, eat onigiri, and hang out in a bookstore getting art reference books. And that's it. I want nothing else. I want nothing more than that. Everything else is secondary at that point. No, that's a weird curve. Let's do that curve. Let's do that curve. Yes, perfect. Uh, hold on. Gotta get that curve right because we gotta get the back. The back's gotta look swole. It's the most important thing. Gotta make sure that back looks swole as fuck. Because Armella, tough as shit. Tough as hell. Cryo, can we get a back check? That appears to be a back. Thank you, Cryo. More at 10. Excuse? I was like, Because Cryo, you gotta be like the strongest person uh, here. So, in theory, that's why I'm getting you to do the back check. Is Armella's back uh, ripped enough? That's why I've got this new segment called Cryo's back check. And I just go, Cryo, can we get a back check? And then you can just say it appears to be a back. Blep. It's my weekly segment. Is just checking that Armella's back is swole enough to be considered swole. It's a very important check that we got to do. It's a part of the editing process for this comic. I mean, anatomy-wise, it is actually kind of important that the characters do have accurate-looking physiology. However, it is also for funsies. I can confirm they are rear delts. Yes, massive rear delts. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. Thank you, Cryo. More at 10. Thank you for that, Cryo. More at 10. Like a news report. Can we get a back check? How's the weather back there, Cryo? Oh, it appears that we have ourselves some lats. Thank you there, Cryo. Sorry, something about that just tickles me because it's just so dumb. Dumb and funny. Ooh, also, Cryo, in my given tradition of springing on you that I'm going to be in Melbourne, very, very last minute, but I'm going to be in Melbourne next week. But it's for like a 30-minute, it's for filming. It's like 30 minutes away from Melbourne, but I have to land in Melbourne. So I'm going to be in Melbourne for like 5 minutes. What program are you using for streaming? OBS? I am, yes. I'm using OBS in conjunction with a program called Mix It Up. So every thing you see with the redeems and the timer-based stuff, timer-based notifications and things like that, they're all Mix It Up programs that are run through OBS. And I'm really happy with how it all works. It was definitely a bit complicated. I'm glad I didn't do it when I started, but I'm very happy with how my stream is currently running. You would just be like, hey, I'm 10 minutes from your house. I won't be seeing you. Yeah, exactly. As is tradition. But it makes me sound like such a douchebag. But yeah, it's always the case. It's like I'm being told very last minute that I'm going to Melbourne, and I'm like, oh, cool. And they're just like, oh, you won't be in Melbourne for like more than 30 minutes. And I'm like, oh, great, cool. Oh yeah, like this. This is run through Mix It Up. Well, this is run through OBS, but programmed in Mix It Up. So all of like the overlays and things like that, the little the Yakult in my mouth, all run through Mix It Up. All set through Mix It Up and then run through OBS. And as you can see, I got a little Yakult. I'm sipping on it. Everybody hydrate. It's not technically a Yakult. It's ammoniilk. Ammoniilk. Which is a reference to something that is a joke. And I have asked the person that it is a reference to about it. I've shown them. They loved it. So I have gotten permission to do it. It's not a Yakult. It's not a Yakult. It's legally distinct. It is not a Yakult. It is something else. It's legally distinct. Guys, cannot preface this enough. It is a legally distinct drink. Probiotic drink. Please do not sue me, Yakult. It's a Yakumune. Yakumune. No, it's ammoniilk. It's ammoniilk. It's not a Yakult. What is this Yakult? I've never heard of it, but it sounds delicious. I'm thinking about getting back into streaming, but I feel like that I need to study a lot first, so thanks for the tip. No problem. I'm always happy to help out uh, where I can. And hey, if you're feeling like you want to do that, then that's awesome. But then also, I wouldn't want to convince you either way, like in either direction. You do what you feel comfortable with, right? But if you do stream, I will be watching. I will be there to cheer you on from the sidelines. Anytime I get the chance, because we never know. I'm very busy. I'm a very busy mouse. Yip yip. Nice. What would you stream? Would you just stream art, or would you do VG games? Cooking streams? Jam sandwich streams? I have no idea what people stream. Uh, we're very in very different time zones. That's fair. What time is it currently for you? Because that may influence my ability to watch it, watch streams. Ah, it's 3 a.m. I'm like, oh god, I can't promise I'll be there. Unless it's on a weekday, then I might actually be there. Because I'll be working from home. Pew pew! Love working from home. Because I'm at home. And I can work. And I can watch my friends stream. Like Torwin. But I've missed Torin streams just multiple times this past few weeks. Because Torin's time zone doesn't match with mine. Probably cozy games, and I would love to get back into the making art, which can help probably with nice community to overcome mean brain goblins. Definitely, definitely. Yeah, no, I definitely, I gotta say, like, having a community of really sweet people does make the art so much more um, manageable, doable, and exciting. There we go. Let me scrub that shit. There you go. Right now it's 11:24, right before noon here, but well, I will be at work until 17 in the evening, often in the office, which means home around 18 or later. Or 6 p.m. I assume it would be early morning for you also. That sounds about right. Yeah. So it's currently 6:55 p.m. here for me. So time zone wise, that is maths that I'm not willing to do. I'm really bad with just any kind of maths, and time zones are no exception. But I assume that would be, yeah, quite early for me then. I don't know where you are, but that's roughly like South Australia. What? It's not 11 here. It's like 6. You mad? Unless. Oh, South Africa. Okay. I thought you meant South Australia. I'm like, are you crazy? You crazy? Just the little giggle. It's freaking spooky. He's like the Dark Lord if he lifted. Yeah, holy crap, that's scary. I'm from Czech Republic, tiny country in the middle of Europe. I have heard of the Czech Republic. Yes. I know a few folks from Czech. Nice. Europe time. Europe time zone. That's actually not too bad. Comparatively. I've had actually timing wise, I'm pretty good with like American time zones. American and Canadian is currently like the best matchup for me. And that's not Czech Republic, but I'm just saying stuff. I'm just speaking. I'm just speaking. Uh, most people did because of beer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no, of the Czech Republic because of beer. That makes sense. Oh, incoming ad break. You got just a little under 3 minutes. So get all your coolness out now. You don't want to be doing anything cool when the ad break comes around. Because you don't want to know what happens if you're doing something cool and an ad break comes up. Bad things. Terrible, terrible things. I have followers who ha- don't exist anymore. They were vaporized because they did something cool during the ad break. Terrible, terrible. Just vaporized into dust. Couldn't even see it coming. It was just like, oh no, he's beatboxing. No, not during the ad break. Please. And it's gone. It just disappeared. I'm not giggling because it's funny. I'm giggling because it's dramatic. I miss them every day. They were so cool. But sadly, they're just too cool. Ad break took them. It's the ad break curse. We can't allow it. Actually, now that's just made me come up with like a um, really cool concept. Oh, just had a moment there where I just like that was really weird. Apologies. I looked back to my Twitch and I just saw that I had like 0 followers and I was just like, what the fuck? And I just quickly reloaded my Twitch and it's all normal, all back to normal. I feel like I'm going crazy. Well, let me just do some checks on that actually. Czech Republics. No, let me just do some quickly checking. Check. Oh, that was weird. Don't watch my own stream. That was weird. Ooh, I like how my stream looks. Sorry, Not to be arrogant, but I like the way my stream looks. It's taken a long time for it to look like this, and it does look good. I don't really like alcohol much, some mead from time to time, or Japanese plum wine, but I know I don't hold my liquor well, so I used to use just tiny glasses and do it very occasionally. That's fair enough. Like, everything in moderation, and then also everything to your preference as well. I'm not a huge drinker anymore. I don't drink much alcohol myself, just because it's not really my thing. Like, I'll drink it for social occasions and stuff like that, but other than that, not really. It's not really for me, which is fine. Even as an Australian, even with that responsibility, I'll fix that when you get here. Well, oh no, ad break. I'm a social drinker, but that's all. I'm a beer and wine drinker, but when I start, it's hard for me to stop. You're an alcoholic. Is that what that is? Don't do anything cool. And I was just saying that to myself. Don't worry, but like, don't do anything cool. Don't make jokes. Ads don't do cool stuff. Exactly. No, but I came up with an idea with the ad because now it's a curse. Don't do anything cool. Is like I now have like a cool idea for an asset for the ad. Damn it. So now the ad's gonna be a really cool thing. As opposed to this little post-it note, which is also pretty cool. But not as cool as it could be. Not as cool and placeholdery as it could be. That's for sure. Ad's gone. Go ahead. Be cool. Return to being cool. Um, I mean, I'll drink. I'll have a tipple. It's PAX, and I'm there for 2 days, so like, I may as well. I'm at PAX for 2 days, so I may as well have some Twinkies with my friends. Chicken nuggets as well. We've talked about this, and there are no chicken nuggets. I riot. There are no chicken nuggets. I'm punching Lumen in the face. No. Cool, cool tough may return. Yeah. Gonna punch Lumen so hard if I don't find any nuggies. Have to reach his face though. And like I'm tall, but Lumen is super tall. So I can't even reach him. No, let's not joke about that. Because it's not funny. It's not. Lumen a big boy. Lumen is a big boy. I've met Lumen in person and I was taken aback by how tall he was. Because I didn't expect him to be tall because he's got short man energy. No, sorry. That's not fair. No, I just didn't like it's one of those things. I just didn't expect him to be quite so tall. And then he was, and I was like, "What?" And that was it. Then I got over it pretty quick. Because I'm like 3 inches tall. Everyone's tall comparatively. Um, but you know, I didn't expect him to be quite so tall. 3 inch gang, yo, 3 inch gang. I shouldn't be cheering for that. That's not fun. that's not that's not ideal for me. It's not an ideal thing for me to cheer for. Yo, just cheer anyway. Just yo, just happy as anything, but also just sad. And also, y'all better, when I visit Melbourne properly this time, y'all better take me to good coffee places because I love coffee. If you don't, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be so mad that I freaking. I'm gonna punch the first streamer I see at PAX. It's gonna be me in a mirror and I just punch the mirror because I'm so aggressive. Czech Republic, tiny country without sea in the middle of Europe, surrounded with mountains. Have some beautiful historical sites and buildings, interesting legends, nice nature, but in mean of Europe in general, all these are quite common. Nothing ultra super cool in general. For me, I'm able to find interesting things for myself everywhere, but I definitely don't blame people for thinking it is mediocre country. Usually I get confused. Usually it gets confused for part of Russia online. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, and well, so as like a bit of context, I know the Czech Republic because of Kingdom Come Deliverance, because that game is set in the Czech Republic, like a historical um version of the Czech Republic. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. You know what you're picking up what I'm putting down. Yeah, so I know it from that, and I've never played it, but my brother played it a lot. Um, so I know bits and pieces. Nothing about the Czech Republic, but I know about Kingdom Come Deliverance at the very least, which I hope counts for something. And I don't know if I have a Europe trip planned anytime soon. I'm hoping to go to England at some point in the next few years, but we'll have to see. Cost of living right now, madness. Going to Japan because I've wanted to go for so long, but next year I want to kind of focus on cost of living and just living and doing more of the grey mouse stuff. Like maybe having my own stall at a convention. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe PAX. Maybe getting a creator badge for PAX next year. Probably not. But maybe. Probably not. Probably not. Let's be honest. Probably not. Because I'm a little grubby mouse. They don't want me. They don't want me bringing a camera into their convention. I'm a stinko. I'm a grubby little mouse. They're not gonna let me in. I'm gonna show up to PAX and they're gonna be like, no, we know you. You've got the opposite of a creator badge. You're actually banished from PAX. And I'm like, what? We know what you've been doing. We've seen your streams. And I'm like, no! Please, I want to see your OBS panel. It's supposed to be really interesting, and Alk's there. And I'm a big fan of him. There were some characters inspired by real historically documented people, and castles are also following the shape of real places quite well. Ooh, some of course are fictional, but even if you were based on real people, it is still quite nice. Yeah, it's a lovely thing to do, and it's nice that this game has been like the creators of this game have been so dedicated to kind of adapt actual historical locations to their game. I mean, it's supposed to be historically accurate, of course, but like, you know what I mean. You get me. You get what I'm saying. You're picking up what I'm putting down. I hope. If not, we got problems. My hotel for PAX is like a 20-minute walk from the convention center. I got it real cheap because I booked in like June. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm glad people understand what I'm saying because like sometimes I do feel like I'm just rambling into the ether, and I'm like, is anyone getting this? Is anyone picking up what I'm putting down? Oh, This is such a weird thing to draw because it's like tiered. Oh, and this. Yes. Yes. Also, because we're so close to 250, I wanted to remind people to make sure to vote about the audiobook version of the comic. So if you want just me to record the narration, or and all the voices myself, or should I bring in some people to voice characters and things like that? So make sure you vote. Have your voice be heard, so that either other people's voices can be heard or it's just mine. Oh god. Yeah, it can feel like that when you stream mumbling for yourself and no one there even listening, but well, you have us here and we're trying to come up with some conversation so you don't need to feel bad and alone in general. Oh, well, that's very sweet of you to say, Lady Val. I think for the most part, I'm gonna ramble anyway. Like, if I were streaming to nobody, I'd still jibber jabber and ramble. Um, and it's part of why I stream because I was just like, well, I can ramble into the ether or into an audience, so I'll ramble into an audience as well, and that's been nice because then every so often I get someone responding to me, and because y'all are all sweethearts, it's usually very very nice. When Silent or Cryo are here, then it's usually like you're a weirdo, you're a dingus, and I'm like I'm there are people, my people. This is my audience. Happy, happy mouse. E. So sweet. Now let's do this nice and quick because we got more to do. I'm out here minding my own business, and I'm like, kid, he is grey calling me a goober. Yeah, because you are a goober, but you're a lovable goober. You're one of the good goobers, not like the other goobers, who are the bad goobers. You know what I'm saying? What's a goober? It's just like I think it's a really soft-hearted term for like a dingus. Sorry, that's probably doesn't answer your question. It's like a soft or sweet term for an idiot, I guess. Or a nerd. I think that's probably a better way of putting it. Not an idiot, but a nerd. It's like an endearing, for me at least, it's an endearing term for a nerd. Or a dork. I think dork and goober kind of go hand in hand. Oh wait, no, hold on. Add the shadow here, here, and here. And maybe a little bit here. Yeah. Okay, my English is not very good. I really need to work on that much more. Nah, don't you worry. Goober is. Goober won't be on any kind of English test. If it is that, it's slang, isn't it? It's English slang more so than anything. And for me, definitely, I use the term goober as a term of endearment because I think for most of my life I've kind of considered myself a goober. So anytime I call someone a goober, I mean it quite affectionately. Well, I guess streaming would help with English as well, so I think I might improve over time. Yeah, I mean, for sure, you kind of would be exposed to more English uh, conversational dialogue, that's for sure. And definitely more of that general kind of, yeah, conversational English as well. Because I use a lot of euphemisms and stuff like that when I talk. And for someone who's not like the most confident of an English speaker, that could probably be quite um, confusing, to say the least. If I call someone a quesadilla looking ass, that's not a term of endearment from me. That's me being like mean, but I do say it from time to time. It's also so dumb you can't really take it seriously. If I call someone a quesadilla looking ass, that's not gonna be taken very seriously. You know? You know what I'm saying? Almost done with shadows. We can almost move on to details. And I like details because they're just fun. Because it's complicated. It adds that complicatedness and that depth and detail to this work, which is cool. There we go. Pants. Is there anything left to add? I don't think so. And I am happy with the fact that I've kind of put more background into the background. You know, at least more color into the background because it does seem a lot deeper now as a result. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, let's do some details. And details are relatively simple in the grand scheme of things, is that I just kind of aim to just make a lighter version of the color that I am picking, picking at, and then from there we fill in some space. It's not great. That's not great. Oh, that was actually pretty okay. Hold on, Control Shift Z. Control Shift Z again. Give me back my bit. Give me back my color. No, it's gone. Give me back my line. It's fine. A better line will come along. There we go. That's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. There are plenty more lines in the sea. Yeah. So silly. So dumb. Unprawn. Yeah. But yeah, the idea with highlights is to add just enough kind of light that it gives off a little bit more of that sweet, sweet depth that we like so much. Because we like depth. That's the good stuff. That's maybe a little bit too bright. Just a little bit of light. Alright, buddy. You heading out? Making like a cowboy, heading out, moseying on out. That's the word I was looking for. Quick back check though. I'm headed off. I might be back. All good. Quick back check. Is this a back? Hey, JV, them back muscles. Hey, the rear delt's huge. Yeah, baby, there's a big back. We love Armella's back. It's just, we here at the Greymar stream love Armella's back. Traps can't see behind the hat. Yeah, that's fair. Can't see the traps, but you will see the traps. Don't worry. They're like bear traps. They're that huge. Catching bears in it. It's a dangerous world out there. Take care. Yes. Be safe, Cryo. Crebus. It's maybe a touch too bright. That's pretty okay. Can't go back once you go back. Yeah, exactly. How you doing, Jim Jam? Yeah, trying something maybe that might improve the process of making bushes. We'll see. But I'll draw a good bush for no particular reason. Yes, the missus can't be trusted. Yeah, dangerous. I don't know what I'm saying. It's a dangerous world out there. Your wife might stab you. Stab you with a knife. Yeah, take a sword with you. Yeah, true. Can't get stabbed with a sword. I mean, with a knife if you have a sword. That's how it works. Very good. Finally better from the sickness. And some big old life changes are in the works too. Amazing! Well, I'm very glad to hear that you are feeling better. Because it's always my nightmare that I'm going to turn around and see, like, at the doorway to my office, just a person standing there. I'm always packing. Nice. I'm like, it's just, I hate having a powerful imagination because that's what my brain does to me. It's just like, hey, what if there was someone just standing there, standing in the doorway? I'm scared. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, very glad to hear you better. No, there's pink there. There's pink there. Does this work? I don't know. Makes it kind of easier. Don't know why I shrugged. Y'all can't see it. I shrugged. For all you audio listeners, which is all of you, I shrugged. I do that a lot. Just physically respond to something and then just be like, well, no one can see that. So, just gonna let you know. It's the same way I sort of do clouds, but it's also just messy. It kind of needs to be. We believe you shrugged, don't worry. Well, yeah, of course, because I told you, I let you know. Let you know that I did a shrug. Did a big shrug. Like a dog doing a big yawn. Just, oh yeah. When you see a dog do a really big yawn, you're just like, oh, someone had a big day. Right? It's not just me, right? Damn, you're a small passage in a contract that I need a magnifying to see, because damn, you're fine. What the? What? So taken aback by that. Tell you what, I did not see that coming. It's been a long time since I've been flirted with by Cryo. It's mostly just promises of assault. Usually. Autism. Ah. I like it. Give him the riz, the autism. Nice. I'm very easily impressed. I don't think you need to be that witty with me to get me to blush. Doesn't take much. Very easily impressed. you know? You know? Just very, yeah, very easily impressed. Are you my steak because I'm gonna assault you? Does that work? No. Now I feel threatened. Now my guard is up. All that work you did to get me to lay down my defenses is gone. I'm like a deer. You'll never see me again. I'll work on it. I appreciate that. Yes. Yeah, might need to take that one to the drawing board. Like, I am so, like, I'm not that charming. So, as a result, I don't have Riz at all. Charm and charisma. My charisma comes from me being a little rat man. But nothing more. Those night classes will pay off. Riz 101. Hey guys, welcome back to Riz 101. I'm your teacher. Actually, you already know that. Bazinga. Because there's nothing hotter than the Big Bang Theory. Am I right? Just like stare really panickedly into the darkness after making a Big Bang Theory reference. I don't have time for night classes. I spent all my time in Greymouse's doorways, causing menacing silhouettes. I mean, that I believe. My guard is still up. For some reason, my guard is now like more heightened than it was. That's gonna be a little bit lighter. I can't see shit. I still can't see shit. No, because I'm on the eraser. Fucking, am I stupid? This is the same color. Wait, idiot. My ding dang fool. It's the moose. Sunny, hello. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Currently being flirted with and maybe threatened. It's very hard to tell. Just having dinner. Fair enough. What are you having? Cheeseburger? Burgis? You seem tense. You should lower your computer chair about an inch. Ow! I just hit my wall. I lowered it about an inch. I'm now I'm now 2 inches tall from my desk. Black beans on. Nice! Black beans on taters with salsa and cheese. Ooh, that does actually sound delicious. Had me in the first half. Had me confused in the first half for sure. But that sounds fantastic. I'm giving this guy tattoos. And don't tell me what to do. I'm giving this guy tattoos. Get over it. Keyboard small. My keyboard is small. Oh, your keyboard is small. That's fair. My keyboard is also small. I had chimkin burgers, and by that I mean I made my own Kingsleys. Ooh, that sounds really good. That needs to be darker. Darker and more saturated. A good tattoo is gonna look saturated because it's been there for a while. Moose craves the bean. I do crave the bean. I love beans. Not hand tattoos. Does he even want a real job? He's not gonna get hired. Not in this. Not in this like landscape. Not with tattoos. My goodness. What would his mother say? But if you had hand tattoos, that would what would they say? Not in this fantasy economy. Yeah. No, no one gets hired with fantasy hand tattoos. And face tattoos? Oh my goodness. This guy just doesn't want a job. This guy just doesn't want to work. Uh, it's not permanent, is it? No, it won't come off. Funny thing about tattoos, even in this fantasy world, they're pretty permanent. Hold on. What if they were these tattoos? He seems like a pretty friendly guy. What have you done? What have you done? There's gotta be there's gotta be tattooed people in this world. Surely. No. No, Grey Mouse. Uh, he's a mouse, he's cool now. Classic panic mums, yeah. I tried washing mine with lye and it still didn't work. Yeah, try like you wash them off, it's not gonna do nothing. Not gonna do nothing. No longer a villain. I'm clean from my tattoos. No, I don't care for that. With other characters' tattoos, I actually did consult a tattoo artist on them. So you'll see, but with Patelli's tattoos, they're actually like I got help from an actual tattoo artist to design them. Dick and balls nose tat, yeah. I'm always just like just so encourageable, That's no, that's gonna lead people to suspect. But yeah, like look at that. Look at how cool he looks with just the tattoos. I like the idea that his lip has a tattoo also. Oh, you so smart. You so smart. Yeah, that looks great. Have it run all the way. Oh, that actually kind of looks cool. Just have the line running all the way up his head, and once, like, he won't take his hood off in this bit, but like if he did, you just see a line running all the way up his head and then down his back. They're gonna just put it on his neck as well. He's got just a really straight tattoo running down his entire body between his cheeks, along the stitch line of his testicles, up his peen, across his urethra, back along his peen, up his pubis. What if he leads his? What if he leaves his life of crime, dark magic, bad, because of his embarrassing forehead dick tat? Yeah. Oh, leads his life. Okay, thick on the nose bridge. Thick on the nose bridge? Like thicker? Like that? Just more, centered. He's got a broken nose, so make that looks great. Can I draw a quick sketch for you? Of course. Please. I'm gonna I can come back to him. So don't worry. I So another thing is that I don't want to depict people with tattoos as being dangerous. This guy has tattoos and is dangerous, but it's not because he has tattoos. But I love that he has tattoos because he looks fucking awesome. Like this guy looks so fucking cool. Also, he's a Goliath, so he's gonna have tattoos. But look at him, he's so freaking cool. He's so cool. I'm so sad I'm killing him. Sorry, spoilers. No, I'm. I mean, no spoilers. He's not dying. He's fine. Panicked grimace face. Panicked grummy face. I also love the idea that Cryo's like, "Can I draw a quick sketch for you?" And then like, I check it, it's like a penguin, and I'm just like, "This has nothing to do with those tattoos." And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, I didn't specify that it was a quick sketch about the tattoos. This is a quick sketch. You need to understand that I had no intention of actually helping you, Grey Mouse." Give him a steel cuirass. Because not enough people have just plate armor so far. Just give him some plate. Give him some plate. Get him some taters. Because he got himself some plate. I mean, a plate. I love how stupid it sounds. Just like some plate. I mean, a plate. I don't care for that. I don't care for that. That I also just not care for. Just do along the top and that's fine. Just a little bit of light. Nothing more, nothing less. Wait, hold on. Just a little bit of light. Don't need to overcomplicate things. It just makes things easier if you just do things in a straightforward manner. Not no mental manner. I say as I do something in a weird manner. Probably don't need to actually do much for the highlights here. Could probably keep it pretty simple. Is there anything else? Yes. I'm like, is there anything else I need to do? Yes, there's a tree behind this guy. It has literally no texturing or patterns on it. That is unacceptable. There's nothing I hate more than a textureless tree. I love the idea of like just anticipating what Cryo's drawing. I'm like, wait a second, this is a pirate in a bath. He's just like, yep. It's like, I love the idea that it's going to be completely unrelated to anything we were just doing. Something about that just makes me giggle so much. And I would do that. I'd do that so bad. Like I'd do that so much. If I had the freedom to do that, I'd do that. Just to draw whatever with the intention of just annoying the streamer that I was drawing alongside. Might actually also put some moss on this, but I might save that for um, a later layer because I like the idea that this cart has been here for a while and is starting to rot away. Because I don't like a completely clear and clean card. That seems lame. That's boring. Make it not boring. Instead, the Grey Mass way. Make your life more complicated. For what reason? Funsies. There we go. What time is it? Oh, 1:50. Jesus. Just gonna need to raid out soon. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christmas. Uh, sorry, sorry guys. My phone having issues. I'll send it in a moment. I'm so curious to find out what it is, though. What is it? Is it tattoo design, or is it like just a pirate going "arg me potato salad," which is something I did, something I drew on my boss's Christmas card. The Christmas card that I addressed to them, not not a Christmas card given to me. Before I left for the holidays, I wrote everybody in my office a card just saying like thank you for being such a kind person, and helping me through my work and stuff like that, and just for being there. But then on each envelope, I drew like a little random picture, and on my boss's one, I drew a picture of a pirate bending down and staring at a bowl of potato salad, and he goes, "I reckon me potato salad," and I'm like, "Yes, duck with a knife." That's not related to anything. Ah, that's cool. I do like that. Yes, I'm gonna make that happen. Actually, his forehead is barely visible, so I'm gonna keep this as a reference. In the likely or unlikely chance that we see this character again. Not making any promises. Because that's not what I do. I'm Greymass, and I promise nothing. I think I think that is us pretty much done for tonight. I'll have to do the rest of these at a later date, like tomorrow night on my own. But that's like I am not disappointed with the progress because this panel actually looks fantastic. I am genuinely so happy with how this panel has gone on. This is my entry to guess what's gonna happen. I'll take that. I'll take that. That he survives and he's gonna be okay. My guess is tattoo specific. Oh, yeah, complex panel. Thank you, Sunny. I appreciate that. No, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Like, I don't actually have any problem with how much longer it took because it didn't take that much longer. Or duck with a knife. I'll keep the duck with a knife because that's cute. But I am. Yeah, it's very hard to be disappointed with the speed at which some of these panels come out because like they end up looking so cool that it's just hard to be disappointed or to be like, oh, I gotta be quicker, I gotta rush. All right, you gotta go. Fair enough, fair enough. We're gonna head out soon anyway too. So have a lovely evening, Crebus. I'm sure I will see you real soon. Bye. I got distracted by drawing dumb stuff. Never dumb. You got distracted by having a good time, and that's the greatest joy I could ask for. That's what we do it for. Not before I see you. Oh, I turn around. He's in my office doorway. Oh, oh no. Oh, Cap. What? Resubscribe for 13 months? Guess who's back, bitches. Hello, Cap. How you doing? So lovely to see you. Welcome back. Thank you so much for resubscribing. I just taking a quick water break. so that my voice doesn't go dead. But it's so lovely to see you. I finally got myself set up in your new place. Oh, what sweet! How was moving? Was it long and arduous, but worth it? I must know. I must know. Just gonna quickly fill out a few little details. And cause Cap's here, we gotta stick around a little longer, right? We can start working on the next panel. I can't just say bye-bye with Cap here. Love you, dude. Ayy. Also, PAX is so soon. I know. It's insane. It's insane how quick this year has come around. And speaking of coming around, no, I'm really keen. I'm really keen, and I've been looking forward to PAX all year. Signed up, signed up for PAX as early as I could, and I'm so excited. Tweez. Yo, ayo. Yeah, no, I'm really keen. I'm really, really keen. And I've only been getting more and more keen, and as the year has gotten so close to the end, with Japan and PAX so close together, I'm actually like, I think the week after PAX I go to Japan, so it's just that's going to be an incredibly exciting week for me. I'm good. I'm good. I'm surviving. We're making slow but steady progress on the comic, so I can't complain. But also, like, I think it's definitely this chapter more so than anything has definitely been more about quality than it has been about quantity. So we've got panels that look like this, and I'm so incredibly happy with how this panel has turned out that I don't even mind that it's taken a while. Moving was shit, but at least now my setup isn't right by your bed. That's fair. Well, yeah, no, that's good. That's good that your setup is now poppin'. Oh wait, no, hold on. Shit. Shadows. The panel looks so good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. No, I'm genuinely so happy with how these panels have turned out. Like, just look at this back. Look at this back. Also, can't wait to get back to streaming. Yeah, no, I can't wait for a Cap stream. What are you planning on playing soon? You gonna play Wukong? Because that seems like a game that would be right up your alley. The back looks so good. Yeah, I know, right? Look at Armella's back is fucking insane. I'm just so taken aback. aback. I think Space. Oh, also good. Yeah, also very good choice. I've heard some fantastic things about Space Marine 2. Yeah, there's not really much in his background, so this is pretty good, shadows wise. Oh, that's not the right thingus. There we go. Into shadows, move the shadow. This shouldn't really take that long, so I may as well do it, right? I missed that game. It's so. Oh, or even Cavalry 2. You missed that game. It's so chaotic. That sounds awesome. Oh, everybody drink some water. Hydrate. Yeah. I've never played Cavalry 2, but I've seen gameplay of it, and it does seem awesome. So I would be 100% down to watch a Cap stream of Chivalry. Not Cavalry, Chivalry. My brain. It's because of all that working I do. It's because of all that, going to work that I do. Kind of fries my brain. I mean, I was working on just a single podcast today, so my brain is rightfully fried. I love what I do, but holy crap, it can be taxing mentally. You should come play with Jamie and you. It's hilarious. Oof. I'd be keen. I'd be keen. I would make time for that. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Have to get it. But small price to pay for oodles of fun. We're currently playing Hades. Um, and I am obsessed. I'm so obsessed with it. So have you played Hades, Cap? Is that a game that you have played? I feel like every time I ask another streamer if they've played a game, I always feel weird in asking it because I'm like, of course they have. They're like an actual streamer. They're like a pro streamer. Oh, you need to play Hades. It's so good. Oh my goodness, you have to. I would love to watch you play Hades because I've been playing it and it make me happy. It make my brain go unga bunga. It make my brain go neuron activation like monkey. It's yeah, I love them all. Love them all. Played a bit of it at someone's house that I hooked up with. Ah, very nice. Very cool. Hades is interesting for me to watch because of the mythology. Yeah, the mythology is really interesting. There is so much to like about Hades, and like if you're into Greek mythology, then this is a really cool and very like loyal but unique depiction of the mythology, which I'm very like impressed by. It was a strange night, went to their house, played Hades, got railed, went home. That sounds like a great night. 10 out of 10 would play again. Yes. Now it's got memories associated with it. I love it. I love it. I think that's good for the shadows. Shadow Slayer. There's not much to do with this layer. So it's like, well, I could agonize about the little details, or I could just move on. And I think I'm gonna do the latter because it just doesn't need that much care. If it's a little panel, it doesn't really require so much care. I gotta let that go. You know, I gotta let go of that. Let go of the baby. Some panels can be less detailed. It's fine, Gramoose. And I'm like, no! 80% is close enough. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, it's totally fine. Just do enough. But then my brain's like, no! Fuck you! I need to make it great! Don't know why the little voice in my head is Italian, but he wants me to make it better. It's a me, your inner thoughts. Mario, what are you doing in my head? It's kind of more that guy who's like, I have I have 80p, fuck you, and then he leaves with a $2 drink. He's like, how much is this? And the guy's like, $2. And he's like, I have 80p, fuck you, and then leaves. Also, Jamie says hello. His Twitch chat is broken. No, Jim Jam! How much for the Red Bull? Yeah, £2.50. I have, yeah. I knew you'd know it. You're exactly the person who would. I love it. Don't have to explain myself to you. You know the references I make. And that's why I love you. I've got ATP. Fuck you. I know all. Yeah. It's great. I love it. Because I'm like, I wish I was that confident. Mwah. Spend too much time online. No. You spend just enough. Because then you get obscure references that I make. Or refer to. Which is a really good... Oh, shit. It's a really good friendship making skill. Is recognizing memes. Come on. Curve. Curve. Yeah, got it. pray to the curve gods. May they curve well. Little bit of brightness on this guy's head as he gets kicked in the stomach by a certain goblin rogue. As we introduce Ratchet's fighting style, which is, unsurprisingly, stealth. It's like, oh, is he going to fight in a head-on battle? And it's like, why the hell would he? He's a rogue. Of course he's going to go stealth. And then kick a grown man in the stomach, in the diaphragm. I love me memes. What the? Little face. Oh my goodness. There was this idea that I came up with when I started on this comic where I was just like, well, if this is based on a D&D campaign, then I have to keep the characters loyal to their class. So Ratchet, in a combat situation, isn't going to face an enemy head on. At least not directly, at least not without help. Ratchet on the loose, exactly. Well, we saw from the previous. Oh wait, no, that's got dialogue. Nobody read the dialogue. As I go back. So we got like, he's assessed the situation. He's recognized, like, he sees the bandits before they even like emerge, and then he leaves. He just walks out. This is not the right panel. This is though, where he just walks away. He just goes, nods, and leaves. Pulls his hood up, disappears. Crawls into a bush just there, and then is gone. And then the next panel we see him in, or we potentially see him in, is this guy's been kicked in the stomach. A rogue, but I thought Ratchet would solo the army. Hey, Zombie Slayer. Well, you aren't too far from the truth. But he's not going to do it head on. Love the hole in the bush. Aye, thank you, Val. Hello, my king. Hello. And we got this guy being tripped. How you doing, zombie? And then we got this like wide shot, but like a face off between Armella and the bandit captain. But then you can see just here. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that forehead? Who's this guy? Who's this? That's not a bush. That's not a funny shaped rock. But it's also my intention with the comic is that composition wise, I want to play into characters' strengths as well. Since Ratchet is a rogue, sneaky little guy. Exactly. Since Ratchet is a rogue, I want the composition to actually favor that imagery wise. So we get to see him, but we don't necessarily get to see him directly. He's not explicitly shown. He's almost covertly shown. Feel fucking called out with a tarot reading. Sense of higher learning. Me with books of Lord of the Rings. It's how tarots work, zombie. They just know you. Dead Space, Dishonored, Game of Thrones. How dare they be so truthful? Yeah. That's the nature of the tarot, though. I'll show you the next page, because we get a little bit more of Ratchet in this one, or more explicitly shown of Ratchet, where we get like the start of a showdown between the bandit captain and Armella as they're kind of rushing at each other, and then Ratchet disarms the bandit captain from afar, and that allows Armella an opening to strike. But it was pretty good though. I'm glad. I think we are finishing up for today though as well, just to notify you, because we got. Well, I'll do the motion lines, and then we'll probably raid out to someone, probably someone lovely. Not going to send you to a stinky bobinky today. Not that I ever would. Dude, I kind of want to do like depict that where it's like breaking the sound barrier, but it does kind of imply that Ratchet's broken this dude's spine from his through his diaphragm, which sounds really fucking grim. So I'm not actually gonna do that. Though I do kind of like the idea of like having like a concussive strike, like an audibly like concussive strike, but that also would defeat the purpose of Ratchet's like stealth attack. Because that's what it is. It's sneak attack, giving him extra damage. And so basically, when he kicks this guy in the diaphragm, it's dealing extra damage. Ooh, ad break. Don't do anything cool. I'm gonna have some water. You're also not going to raid Grey Mouse, so what does your opinion matter, Big Meanie? Well, I did just say I'm not gonna raid a stinky bobinky. So why would I raid this Grey Mouse? We'll wait until the ad break goes, and then we'll raid out. Let me quickly save. Also going to export and post it up in the Discord. I lowered this chair and I regret it because now I'm sitting really low to the ground. And I'll finish this page tomorrow. Not on stream, but it will be finished this week because it's important. We need to make some progress. Yep. Yep. Alright. Let's see who is live. Do you dare speak heresy against the most holy art streamer lords? I do, yeah, because he's a stinky bobinky. I say it with love, of course, but also, you know, with my fingers pinching my nose because he's stinky. Okay, who's live? A lot of artists, that's good. Unfollows. No! What am I gonna do with that zombie? Let's see. Now, the question is, do I raid somebody new? Do I raid somebody I know? That depends. Are the people who I haven't raided before worth it? Maybe. Almost certainly, I'm sure. However, would you go into debt to take your children to Disneyland? Interesting. But it's Renji-kun Art, who I see a lot of his art in reels and stuff on Instagram, and he's got a beautiful art style. Stream's been up for 31 minutes. Don't sneeze. Cremas, I wouldn't. You wouldn't raid them? That's fair enough. Who's live that I'm following? Wait, Sunny's live. What's Sunny doing here and then also live? Just order a princess to come over, pay her a few hundred, and we're good? What? Oh, for raids. Okay. Okay, I get you. I understand now. Jelly is live. Making embroideries for my parents. That's lovely. Let's do it. I don't think I've raided Jelly for a little while. About going to Disneyland. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. I get you now. Apologies. My brain doing the dumb. Let's go to the ending screen. Start the raid. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go say hi to Jellyfish. Because that's a thing. Pay her however much on my kid's birthday. Okay, that's cool. Anyway, that's me done for tonight. Pew pew. I will see you all on Thursday with more Hades. But until then, go be the rainbow in somebody else's day. Done more than enough here. I don't know why I slapped my chest. That felt weird. See you, Lady Val. Lovely to see you, as always. Lovely to see you all. Y'all such sweet little beans. But you've done more than enough here. So go on, go be the rainbow in somebody else's day. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye.